The house feels so empty and quiet without bitch. It's not like she makes a lot of noise or barks all the time, but it's just not the same when she's not here.
We'll get her back once they figure out a way to prevent her from being turned into a hellhound again. But we could pay her a visit when we're done at City Hall.
City Hall? You mean the mayoral election? Why should I come along? I'm not even old enough to vote. Not officially, that is.
You can also keep to yourself in the big, quiet, empty house if you prefer.
No, I don't.
Then get dressed and come with me. I'll be right back. When did you get so big? And where does that red stuff come from?
The blood of witches, both powerful and pure. All you have to do now is keep growing.
You keep astonishing me, Mother. See you later.
SetsunaMaiou, are you there? Please let me in. I just want to talk.
How many more times? She doesn't want to see you. She didn't want to see you yesterday and won't want to see you tomorrow. Leave her alone already.
I have a letter for her. It was lying on the porch.
So you're the postman now? We're not expecting any mail, so take your letter and leave.
Dear SetsunaMaiou, I write to you again because I can't forget that wonderful last night we had at the school dance. Too bad you took my teasing a little too seriously, and blew up the City Hall tower, flinging me out of the window in the process. I hear they never rebuilt the tower, and as you know, I never recovered from my injuries, but even in death, as my body is writhing in a river of boiling blood, my love for you is burning just as hot. Why won't you join me? It's so easy, all you have to do is die. Just jump off a building, or in front of a train, or if you prefer, I could come back and get you myself. I can't wait to run my fingers over your soft purple skin again, and your beautiful head tentacles. It's only a matter of time anyway until death comes knocking on your door too, and we'll be reunited in hell, forever. Love, DJ.
SetsunaMaiou, are you there?
Just a second. Come in.
Your vampire friend won't let up. Sooner or later we'll have to cover the entire house in garlic.
You know what would really help me right now? Chasing some criminals.
We talked about this. You stay at home for now, under your family's protection, at least until the ageless sage has assessed the situation.
How much longer is that going to take? He's been back from his trip for days now, and there hasn't been another hellhound attack since last week because the hellhound is sitting in a magic cell that it can't escape from or be summoned out of. I'm safe.
Yes, you're safe here with us. We could do something fun. Remember that show we started watching last month?
How could I not? You've been talking about nothing else ever since we decided to move with the times and get Netflix.
Let's watch another season of that, to take your mind off things.
Fine. Whatever needs to be done to keep the baby occupied.
Good baby.
Thank you for coming to the mayoral election, Reverend Kaylani. Before you cast your vote, remember that Prudence Lacroix hates men, and if she had it her way, you and your monks wouldn't even live in Windenburg anymore.
Are you so afraid of losing that you're actively trying to influence the voters now? Pathetic. Don't listen to her, Max. Prudence is also a faithful member of your church. You know that, right?
Thanks for the reminder, Serena. But I'm an adult, I can make my own decisions.
If only I was old enough to vote. My parents are both on Miss Lacroix's side.
Your father too? Did he miss the memo about her hating men?
He wasn't going to vote at all originally because he's not particularly fond of either candidate, but Miss Lacroix did save my family from an attacking vampire. I guess their shared hatred of the supernatural means more to him than her sexism.
So it was actually her who killed Daddy Dandruff from Strangerville? I thought Elise was joking when she told me about that. A true crusader, that woman.
As far as I know, she only actively hunts people that pose an actual threat to others, so in a way she's doing our society a service. But she thinks all witches and vampires are the same, and evil. I'd stay out of her way if I was you.
Thanks for the warning, but people like her don't scare me. She may have her guns, but I have my wand. And guns too, in case the shit hits the fan.
Wrong way, Tiamo. You have to talk to Mayor von Hinten first before you're allowed to vote, or else she can't influence you to do the right thing.
What's the point? Whether I put a cross here or there, it won't make an important difference for our lives.
Why so sad? You're in the same room with Madame Milf and Father Sexwell, two of your newest conquests. Where's your seductive smile?
What? Surely I must have misheard, because that sounded to me like you're trying to seduce my brother.
Don't you ever get tired of constantly eavesdropping on other people's conversations? But no, I'm not interested in your brother, or the mayor, or anyone else in this room.
Wow, this is serious. Stell Maria, I suppose? You've got to hand it to her, she must be the only woman in the world who can make my brother lovesick.
If we're talking about the same Stell Maria, then yeah, that's kind of her thing. Everybody wants her, but she's cold as ice. It's been like that ever since we went to school together, and she especially hates sluts like you, so don't even get your hopes up.
At least I'm not the only one. Today I found what looked like a love letter on her porch, from some secret admirer who mysteriously calls himself TJ. She wasn't even curious.
What?
I know. Unbelievable, isn't it? Me, lurking on somebody's porch in hopes that they'll talk to me.
No, that other thing. Did you say TJ? I have to go.
What was that all about?
Hi Charmaine, thank you for coming to the mayoral election. Before you cast your vote, remember all the fun we had together while working on my movie, and that it could go on just like that if you help me stay in my current position.
She wants to win this election at all costs.
And she's trying way harder than the other candidate. What do you think Miss LaCroix is doing right now?
Preparing for her next witch hunt, probably.
Two missed calls from Barani. Just what I've been waiting for. Barani, hello. I take it the magic-proof suit is finally ready? Good. Yes, I definitely still need it. The serial killer may be gone, but that isn't the only supernatural threat to our town. When can I pick it up? Alright. See you in 2 days then.
What a season finale. Did you see that coming?
Honestly, yes, and I'm not sure I even want to see the next season. I can't stand the second main character.
Really? Why?
Where do I even start? She had this really sweet boyfriend who even built her a car but left him for the town's troublemaker. When that one inevitably dumped her, she ran back to the first guy and slept with him even though he got married in the meantime, and freaked out at her mother for not celebrating the loss of her virginity to another woman's husband. Explain to me again why everybody loves this cheating little slut?
You're taking this way too seriously. It's just a show.
Yeah, well, it's not like those things don't happen in real life too.
Speaking of cheating little sluts, I hope that isn't yours again. Hello?
Hi, my name is Serena Kailani. Does Stell Maria still live here?
Serena.
We're old friends from school. And you must be Evangelina.
If you know that, you must also know that I'm an expert on all kinds of curses, and I don't take kindly to my sister's so-called friends who bullied her at school. So if you don't want me to add a voodoo doll with your name to my collection, I suggest you leave.
It's okay. She's not going to hurt me.
Are you sure?
Give us a moment, please.
Fuck, you weren't lying. She really is an alien. And a pretty one too.
Behave yourself, Beryl.
And now she's flirting with that weird blonde guy. What a slut.
You have quite the foul mouth for someone so young.
And you're old enough to deal with it, so deal with it.
You're the last person I ever expected to turn up at my doorstep. You didn't seem so happy to see me in the old town of Windenburg last month.
I didn't know how to react. And in a way I still don't. We didn't part ways in the most amicable manner.
Well, I did kill your stepbrother. Accidentally, but still.
That jerk got what he deserved. Or at least I used to think so. Now I'm not so sure anymore. If TJ was back, you would tell me, right?
What do you mean? How could he possibly be back? He fell from the City Hall tower into a river. His body was only recovered hours later. I mean, I didn't actually see it with my own eyes, but that's what people were saying, and no one could survive that.
I know, but didn't you get a letter from him recently?
What?
Or from someone pretending to be him? It could be a prank.
Even if someone wanted to play a prank on me, why now, 12 years later? I don't know who told you about the letters, but that's none of your business, so forget about it.
Letters, plural. So it's more than just one. SetsunaMaiou, this is serious. You should talk to the police.
Why do you care? The last time we spoke, you made it pretty clear that we were done, then you ignored me at the school dance, and I haven't seen you since, not really anyway. And now you're suddenly back, acting like a concerned friend.
I didn't ignore you at the dance for something you did, but because of something that was done to me, and I never wanted anything like it to happen to you. I hoped that he would leave you alone if he thought that we weren't friends anymore, but apparently I was wrong.
So it has finally come to this. You using your mysterious powers against me now.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, me neither.
Why are you mad? Then again, why do I even ask? It's not like you ever have any good days. Let me guess. No one is going to the dance with you.
Leave me alone, TJ.
Are you sure? If you're nice, you could go with me. We may be siblings in a way, but not blood related, so.
Get the hint already. I'm not going anywhere with you, or anyone like you.
Then who would you rather go with? SetsunaMaiou? Crispin told me he saw you two at the Magnum boutique, shopping for dresses. Are the rumors really true?
I don't pay attention to any rumors. You and your toxic friends can think of me whatever you want.
They say you are confused about the difference between boys and girls, and that you're becoming more attracted to the latter. But don't worry, we're teenagers. We all have weird phases that we eventually grow out of, and that's what I told them too.
So when will you grow out of your jerk phase then? Probably never, because it's not a phase, it's part of you. Just like being attracted to girls is a part of me, and if that helps you finally accept that I will never, under any circumstances, be interested in you, then I'm glad we talked about it.
Bullshit. You don't even know what you're saying. All you need is a real man to show you what a real dick feels like, and you'll be cured.
And later that day, he showed me.
So what if she doesn't want to see you again? It's not like you to still pine after your conquests after you had fun with them once.
But that's just the problem, Charmaine. He never got to conquer this one in the first place, and now his ego is damaged. He's not used to failure anymore. It's like he completely forgot our university days.
Was it that bad?
Let's put it this way. The ladies at U-Bright weren't exactly waiting in line to date two average-looking artists with no interest in sports and no prospect of ever getting rich. Of course, no one could have predicted back then that Tiamo would become a world-famous celebrity.
Really makes you wonder if that's the only thing about me that people are interested in, doesn't it?
Why would you think that?
I may be famous in the mortal realm, but most of the magic community has never even heard of me. And the one person I'm struggling to impress just happens to be someone from there. If you remove my fame, what remains? And why am I even trying so hard to impress people? SetsunaMaiou doesn't do that. She doesn't give a shit about what others think.
She doesn't need to. She's not famous.
Nate, I don't think that's helping.
I have to go check something.
I still can't imagine that TJ survived, but whoever wrote you these letters is just as sick and twisted as he was. I take it your family doesn't know about this.
Why worry them? With everything that's been going on, I'm in enough trouble as it is. No need to get my family worked up over some cruel prank.
You should still report it. I'm not exactly fond of cops, but it's their job to catch criminals.
As it is mine. You've seen what I can do, and I've perfected it since our time at school. But, if it helps put your mind at ease, I'll consider talking to the police.
I can come with you if you want, just not today. It's late, my sister has to go to bed.
How old is she again?
She'll turn 12 in December.
But that doesn't add up. If she was only born after that nasty business with TJ, when your parents were long gone. Serena. Is Beryl really your sister?
She thinks so, just like almost everybody else. Telling her otherwise wouldn't change anything for the better.
Serena. This is the school dance. Why aren't you dancing?
Alone. No thanks. I asked my brother to come here with me, but he couldn't make it.
Really? Because I think I just saw TJ upstairs.
Not my stepbrother, my real brother, Max. He's studying theology in Rochester to become a priest one day, and that's more important to him than anything else.
What about you? Just one more year until you leave school. Are you planning on going to Rochester too? What is it?
I don't know. I'm feeling a little sick. Excuse me for a second.
SetsunaMaiou.
Better keep your distance, Malcolm. The rumor about me bathing in radioactive waste is true, and if you come too close, your skin might turn purple too.
I just came to give you this.
What is it?
No idea. Just look at it and you shall find out.
SetsunaMaiou, I feel terrible about how we left things. I understand if you hate me now, but if not, please come see me in the tower so we can talk. Serena. Serena, are you there? I'm here now.
Which means you got my message. Good.
TJ?
Sorry if you were expecting someone else, but I have to put an end to this nonsense before it escalates. So you are trying to turn my stepsister into a lesbian now?
I have no idea what you're talking about. What kind of drugs are you on?
Nothing that even compares to the love pills you drugged Serena with, and now she's so thoroughly confused that she won't listen to reason. For years she's been ignoring every single one of my attempts to woo her, but then you come along and suddenly she's open to every kind of depravity. What have you got that I don't have? Why was I never good enough?
It might have something to do with your sexist attitude, you pathetic entitled bastard. Serena doesn't owe you anything, neither does any other woman. You're not even worth my time, so get out of my way.
You're not going anywhere after all the trouble you caused. You should have stayed at your old school, you purple-skinned freak.
Leave me alone, or else.
Or else what? Are you going to throw books at me again?
Yeah, show us what you can do when you don't have Serena or the other victims of your alien charm around to protect you.
What are you waiting for, freak?
Calm down everyone. Stay calm and leave the building. No need to panic.
Fuck. That bitch.
What happened? What have you done?
What I have done. Look around. Do you think this is my work? No, we have your best friend here to thank for this mess.
I ask again, what have you done? You must have provoked her in some way. Did you mock her again, or touch her inappropriately?
Excuse me? I am the victim here. I only asked her to come here so we could talk, but she totally freaked out and blew up the entire room. Someone has to put an end to this.
TJ, you can't be serious.
What? Are you going to defend her? Don't you realize that she's a ticking time bomb? Say one wrong word to her and she'll kill you with her powers. No, we can't take that risk. Back to hell with you, you evil abomination.
No. Miss LaCroix, I don't know how that happened. I never meant to.
I know. What happened here was a tragic accident caused by a witch who failed to control her powers. The police will know what to do with her, but we have to get out of here before they arrive.
It wasn't SetsunaMaiou's fault. She did nothing wrong.
Neither did you, but they won't see it that way. Let's go. Look, I know you consider her your friend, but I've had to deal with her kind before, and believe me, they're anything but innocent. Don't let her drag you into this. Come with me now.
Prudence Lacroix may not be very likable as a person, but she does make a good point about von Hinten not always using her political position in the most appropriate way. Who do you think will win?
No idea, but hopefully I'll be able to vote in the next election myself, because Esperanza and I are looking for a house in this town.
About time you tell her that you're a vampire then. I'm surprised you've managed to hide it from her for so long considering your teeth, and it won't get any easier once you're living together.
Yet, well. Oh, Tiamo, you're back.
I was right. It is only my fame that people are attracted to in the long run, because yet another person who doesn't know or care about that just dumped me.
I didn't think I'd have to explain this to you of all people, but what we had is called a one-night stand, which means your sports car gets to race on my track for one night, and the next day you drive away without looking back. It was a fun joyride, but I'm not interested in repeating it.
I still don't get what the big deal is. So what if people love you mostly for your fame? At least they love you. I would like to be famous myself, but not for something embarrassing like inventing a pleaches.
Don't worry, Nate. A few decades from now, you'll go down in history as the vampire who made a running gag out of keeping his vampirism from his girlfriend until she died of old age.
Very funny.
Mayor von Hinten?
Yes.
What's going on over there?
What? What just happened? Tiamo, you came out of nowhere, and that woman. Did she turn herself into a bat?
You're confused, Mayor von Hinten. Not surprising, considering what just happened. Let's go inside and sit down.
Are you okay?
It's just a scratch. Nothing my mother can't handle.
But your face, it was...
Could you stay here with Charmaine and look after the mayor? I should go home.